This is going to be my first television series review, so let's get to it and see what it's all about. So, The Flash is a 2014 series that officially debuted last night on the CW, and as a pilot episode, it's basically giving us the origin story of The Flash, specifically the Silver Age version, which is Barry Allen. Now, let me say right off the bat that Grant Gustin, who plays the lead role here, completely sells it, in my opinion. He's this kind of awkward, average, everyday guy who also happens to be working for a police unit. He's also best friends with this girl named Iris, who was also in the comics, and she's one of several other characters ripped straight from there, so there's some continuity for you. Now, as far as the origin story part goes, there's some flashbacks. Haha, get it, Flash? Yeah, anyway, some flashbacks to when Barry was a little kid, and his mother was killed at home in some accident. And for anyone with quick eyes, you can easily see that it's clearly reverse Flash right there in the middle of what's happening as it's happening. Then we get to the main story, which is Barry and Iris going to Star Labs one night and seeing this new particle accelerator experiment be put to use. But then, obviously, like in all good superhero origin stories, something goes horribly wrong. A lightning storm occurs, it wreaks havoc on the machine, and in the middle of it all, Barry gets hit with lightning and goes into a coma. Several months later, he wakes up, and two other characters, Caitlin Snow and Cisco Raymond, are there to greet him. Now, fast forward a few minutes later, and he starts noticing that he can move a lot faster than before at superhuman speeds, and naturally, this kind of would freak you out. Now, this part I want to talk about a bit because at first he's noticing the speed of things, he freaks out a bit, which I assume would be kind of natural given the circumstances. But then a couple seconds later, he decides it's really awesome, which is it. But it was a real quick transition from freaky to cool, and I just kind of took notice of that. Like, okay, don't you think you might want to control yourself a little bit, or I don't know, something? Anyway, while I like the overall plot of the episode, I also thoroughly enjoyed the chemistry of the characters a bit. It's not like forced or fake or what have you. You can actually feel that the characters, Barry and Iris, for example, are as close as can be as far as their relationship is concerned. I'm pretty sure all of that will get fleshed out later as the series progresses, but right now, it's as good as it's going to be. Now, another thing I want to talk about is the suit. You know, the all red one that's traditionally what the Flash wears in every comic he's worn. Now, at first, I thought it would look kind of goofy, and it was something that only works in cartoons and comics, but in hindsight, it actually looked really well for the most part. Now, granted, the suit didn't look vibrantly bright red as it usually does, but I can definitely get used to it as time goes on, because otherwise, without the red suit with the Flash logo on it, I truly wouldn't believe this was a Flash show. It was just some guy with superhuman speed powers. Now, for me, there's really not much else to criticize, even if it's just one episode. I mean, all we can do really is sit back and watch as the new episodes keep coming in. Also, and this is important, but there's some Easter eggs sprinkled around the episode, and die-hard Flash fans will definitely catch on to them at some point. Now, with all this in mind, I honestly have to wonder how things play out as far as the storyline goes. I mean, it could be like Gotham, which is only 3 episodes in, but still catching some heat. Or it could be like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which started out kind of slow, but really picked up in that department once the show hit the halfway mark. I don't know. At the moment, I'll just sit back and relax. But for now, the one episode is pretty good. So, The Flash on CW. Did you all see it? Did you all see the pilot episode? And if so, what were your thoughts? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Were you bored? Were you too pumped to stay in your seat? Whatever it is, leave a comment below and tell me how you really feel. And while you're at it, why not hit subscribe to see more? And just so we're clear, yes, I really, 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 really would like to see The Flash get into the upcoming Batman vs. Superman movie, or as some people call it, the Justice League precursor movie. I mean, I know they don't have to. No, they have to. They pretty much have to. Flash is a key part of the Justice League, and it just wouldn't be complete without it. It's got to happen at some point. So hopefully we can see that. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see what we have later.